we started the discussion related to what are the different types of attributes or what are the different classifications of attributes. So as I told you that we have 8 different types of attributes. Number 1, a simple attribute. Number 2, a composite attribute. Number 3, a single valued attribute. Number 4, a multi-valued attribute. Number 5, a derived attribute. Number 6 is number 5 is stored attribute. Number 6 is derived attribute. Number 7 is complex attribute. Number 8 is key attribute. Now you can add few more different types of attributes in this, like we can have something called as descriptive attribute. Descriptive attributes. You don't require all of them, but most of them we require. Okay, so the first one is called as a simple attribute, or that is called as simple attribute. So let us do one thing. Let us take these attributes one by one. Let us identify them one by one. What are them? Okay, so the first one is called as simple attributes. Simple attributes. So what are the simple attributes? Is if you have, now these are the attributes, you can say which cannot be derived further, they are called as simple attributes. These are the attributes which cannot be derived further are called as the simple attributes. Okay, so these attributes, for example, we have something called as let us say we have, for a person, we have the first name. Now this first name is a simple attribute. If I take for a person the last name, now this last name is also a simple attribute. But if I take something called as name, the name can be divided into first name and the last name, therefore name is not a simple attribute. The second one is the composite attribute. So what is a composite attribute? Is that these are the attributes which can be derived further, are called as the composite attributes. Okay, now for example, if I say we have a name, we have an attribute called as a name. Okay, now this name attribute can be further divided into 3 types, like we have the first name of a person, we can have the middle name of a person, and we can have the last name of a person. Now here in this case, when I'm saying name, now name is a composite attribute, but the first name is a simple attribute, the middle name is a simple attribute, and the last name is also a simple attribute, because these attributes cannot be divided or derived any further. Okay, now the next type of attribute is called as the single valued attribute. And we have something called as multi-valued attributes also. We have single valued attributes as well as we have multi-valued attributes. So single valued attributes are the attributes which takes one value per entity. One value per entity. Okay, they are called a single valued attribute. For example, there's something called as gender, right? Now a gender, a person can have a gender male or he can have a gender female, right? So he cannot have both of them at the same time, right? So single value attribute means these are the attributes which can have exactly one value, right? Or you can take an example of an age of a person. A person cannot be having 2 different ages simultaneously. He'll be having only one single age. That is why it is called as single valued attribute. Next, there's something called as multi-valued attribute. Multi-valued attribute means these are the attributes which can take multiple values. Okay, so you can say these are the attributes which can take more than one value, value per entity. They are called as multi-valued attribute. Now for example we have something called as a phone number. Now person can have more than one different phone numbers. Now because we can have more than one different types of phone number, therefore this is also called as multi-valued attribute. Now next is called as the stored attribute. Stored attributes are the attributes for whose values we actually have to store exactly. Okay, so you can say stored attributes which does not require any updation. So these are the attributes which does not require any updation. They are called as the stored attribute. Okay, in the same way we can have like stored attribute, like we have we have date of birth. Now date of birth is a stored attribute. It does not require any kind of updation. Now we can have something called as derived attribute. Maybe in the previous statement I may have confused it, but let us do this. There's something called as derived attribute. Now the value of a derived attribute can be derived from other attributes. You can say the values of derived attributes can be derived from other attributes. These values can be derived from other attributes. For example, there is the age of a person. The age of a person can be easily derived from the date of birth of the person. Okay, now then something called as descriptive attribute. So what are descriptive attributes? So you can say the value of an attribute you can say which gives the information about the relationship set are called as descriptive attributes. You can say which give information about the relationship set are called as descriptive attributes. Okay, and like we have when and these things are also called as descriptive attribute. Let me explain you what is a descriptive attribute. Don't worry, we still have 2 or 3 different more attributes to cover. So these attributes can be represented using different shapes in case of a relation entity model. Now for example, if you have a simple attribute is generally represented by a single oval, like this oval shape, and a simple attribute like we have first name. So first name can be represented like this. Now if we have a composite attribute, so this composite attribute can be represented like this. We'll be having an oval, and then we'll be having 2, 3, 4, whatever number of ovals are there to describe this one. Okay, like we have composite attribute as name. Now we have first name, and middle name and the last name. First name, middle name and the last name. So this composite attributes will be representing the composite attributes with this kind of diagram. Now the next is called as the single valued attributes, and that means those are the attributes which can take only one value and they will be represented using this oval shape only. Okay, like we have an attribute called as gender of a person. Now the multi-valued attributes which can take multiple values can be represented by, let me do it this way, can be represented by double oval shape. Okay, like this. So one oval inside the another oval, like we have multi-valued attribute as phone number, so they will be represented like this. Then we'll be having something called as stored attribute, and generally stored attributes are only represented using a single oval. Like here we have date of birth. In the same way, the derived attributes here, they are generally represented by like dotted lines over, like oval with these kind of dotted lines, right? So this is derived attribute. Like we have derived attribute as age, okay, and these descriptive attributes are generally represented by a given structure, okay. Like we have okay, I'll be telling you what are the descriptive attributes at a later point of time, because right now we don't require them, okay. And then I told you we have something called as complex attribute, something called as complex attributes. So what are complex attributes? These are the attributes, you can say, which is a collection of both multi-valued as well as the composite attributes, right? Now for example, if we have the address of a person, the address of a person can have multiple values, because a person can have more than one addresses. At the same time, this can be composite, because the address can be further divided into home number, house number, street number, state, district, country, etc. So therefore it is a composite attributes, right? So complex attributes are the attributes which are both multi-valued as well as the composite. So those kind of attributes are called as complex attributes, okay. In the same way, derived attributes, like we have age can be derived from the date of birth of a person. So we just need to store the age of a person, that is why age, so we just need to store the date of birth of a person, that is why date of birth is a stored attribute, but age is a derived attribute, because we can derive age just by using the stored attribute. And the last one is called as the key attribute. So the key attribute are the attribute which uniquely identifies an entity to the entity set. These are the attributes which uniquely identifies an entity in the entity set, okay. Like we have roll number as the key attribute, so they are represented like this, okay. We have a dash line below the key attribute, okay. Now let us move on to the next part. That means what is we'll be studying about relationships. What are the different kinds of relationships we have, what are the degree of relationships, and what are the different kinds of association we can have among different entities.